Hello, how you doing, everybody's? Welcome to Handmade and Design by me, Svenska. I'm trying to do a different intro. I don't know if this works. Let me know if you like it or no. So, good news. I'm doing a different way of doing my videos. I'm doing voiceovers. The problem with the voiceovers is that my voice doesn't match the video. So I'm having problems with that too. I say I have a problems with my talking because when I'm talking, I notice that I say a lot of So bear with me with that too. I'm new. I'm learning, but I'm getting better. My videos are getting shorter. They have more light, and now I'm talking more because I remember one time somebody said that they don't understand what I'm doing if I don't talk. So I'm talking now. Okay, so the voiceover for this video doesn't match what I'm doing because it was so long, the video, that I have to fast forward so much. I'm so sorry if it doesn't match, but the next video is gonna be better. Hopefully I learn how to do that because I don't know how to do the fast forwarding, and then the video is gonna be like the voice. Where is the voice gonna, I'm learning. So thank you so much, everybody's. And hello, how you doing, everybody's? Today, the next day, I have all my signatures, my papers cut out, ready to be sewn. So while I was doing all the cutting, I was thinking about this video and how I'm gonna title and what's it gonna be about and all that, right? So I was thinking that I'm gonna do this video about you guys know there's always this video about the person that talks about their lives, and I want you guys to know me, okay? So this is that video about me. And I thought about this is a perfect video for that. Why? Because I'm making hearts. So I want to talk from my heart to you guys and tell you about me. What do you guys think about that? It's interesting, no? Maybe someday somebody says, I want to know this lady that I like her videos. I want to know her more. So this is the video about that. So while we work, I talk. And it's really going to be a little hard for me because, guys, I cannot do the things I want. I cannot be talking and doing the project and be concentrate. I don't know. It's hard for me. I think I have some sort of attention deficit or something because, yeah. So bear with me, okay? While I work, I talk, and I make a mess of myself. How about that? So my name is Svenska Semoloni. I am from Mexico. León, Guanajuato, Mexico, to be exact. It's in the middle of the country. I'll show you a picture here. Well, let me cut this a little bit because I want to talk about what am I doing here. I decided not to sew the signatures. There's going to be a no sewing junk journal because I want the pages to be, I want to be able to remove the pages from the journal. So I was thinking using this, what are those called, pipe cleaners? I don't know what they call that, but they're called pipe cleaners. These things, I have them there. I'm saying I have lots of this. What can I use them for? So I was thinking maybe I can use them to put the signatures in. How about that? And that way I can upcycle this material that I never use, and I have lots of them. Why I have lots of them? Because I have those baggies that come with a lot of stuff that they come with it. And I also got a box of craft stuff that had a lot of this. I have the skinny ones, the big ones, the very small ones, all of the sizes. I'm gonna cut this piece so I can use it on another one. Alright, so I'm continue with this. Talking about myself. Let's talk about myself. I don't like talking about myself, okay? First of all. Second of all, I don't like my accent. But what can we do? I have it, so let's use it, no? I am from Mexico, Guanajuato. I started making junk journals almost 3 years ago. After I broke my wrist, my right hand wrist, I broke it. I felt, oh, this story is funny. It's so funny. You guys are gonna laugh because I felt. I went to. My son had a run. He was running for school, middle school, and he had a run that day. So we went to support him. Well, the road to the place, from the parking spot to the place, there was a lot of mud, a lot of water, and a lot of mud. It was rainy season. So, yeah, I had my Crocs, and I slipped and fell. And it was really bad because I couldn't get up, and it was people helping me. I was super overweight at that time. Right now, I'm not. I'm super skinny, and I don't like it. But that's another story. Let's talk about this. And then I fell, and I broke my hand. Well, not the hand, the wrist. That's why my fingers are a little bit chuecos. Oh, no speak Spanish. Spanglish. They're like this, frozen, because I'm very stubborn, and I didn't want to give my insurance money to a surgeon that I didn't like. So I didn't want to get surgery on my hand. Yeah, he was very rude to me and my mom, extremely rude, and in our own language. That's the worst part. So yeah, I decided, no, I'm not gonna give this surgeon my money, my insurance money, for him to be all getting vacations and being so rude. No, thank you. Anyways, I never use this pipe cleaners on anything. On the junk journal, by the way, because I use it on another crafts that I make before. Make recycle, upcycle decorations long ago. No, before I find out about junk journals. And then, yeah, I used to use them for other projects. Anyways, this is gonna be so opening a lot because this is chunky in the middle, so it's gonna open in. So I don't know if I'm gonna work this out or not. No, it's gonna work. Anyways, continue. Let's do another signature. Another heart. What was we talking about? Me, myself, and I. So I got 2 signatures for the second one, 2. thinking if I'm gonna continue with this method or not, or should I get the elastic? Well, let's continue for this one. I think I'm gonna use elastic on the other two. So where were we? Oh, by the way, I got my second time getting my videos copyright. So if I ever get monetized, those two videos are not gonna get money for me. Basically, it's gonna be money for them music. I wanna make a video about that because that's so messed up. I love those two videos. I'm not gonna get nothing from them. Anyways, that's another video. Probably already made it by the time this one's up. Oh, I did it again. See, I closed this before putting it in here. See what happened when I'm talking? I don't concentrate myself. I'm not concentrating myself. So I'm talking. So when I'm doing my projects, when I'm doing my projects, I like to hear background noise. And right now there's no noise. And that also helps me concentrate. I don't know why. Is anybody like that? Explain to me, why am I like so weird? Okay, where were we on my story? Oh, the hand. So how I start making junk journals, right? So I broke my hand, and then I was not able to do my regular decorations, my DIYs, and I was getting very depressed, extremely depressed. I was under a lot of pain. I was getting really bad. So I started watching YouTube a lot, and one day I watched this girl from Australia. Hello to Australia, everybody's. Oh, I don't know. I admire her so much. She has a lovely life story. That wow, it made me cry when I hear it. Natasha from Treasure Brooks. I watched her videos, watched her videos while I was getting better from my hand injury. So after that, I just started making them, and now 3 years ahead, now I'm making videos. Why I start making videos? Because one day I was flipped through one of my journals, and I was like, I don't remember how I did this. I'm like, if I had a video, I could go back and see, right, how I did it. Then I like I should record myself. So I started recording myself doing my journals with my phone, and that's how I started recording myself. And then one day I was like sharing one of my journals to my sister. She lives in Mexico, and we were in video chat, and she was like, why don't you make video, because I cannot see it right. And I said, you're right. So I tried to share the video with her, but I couldn't because it was too big. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna post it somewhere. I'm gonna try to do it on Facebook. I couldn't. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a YouTube. And that's how I started, because I wanted to share with people that I was planning to start selling them, right? So I was gonna say, like, they need to see what my vision was for each of the parts that this junk journal has. So that's why I say I'm gonna need to do flip throughs and this and that. So that's why I did the YouTube channel. What do you guys think about this? So my plan here is these two are gonna be together, and these two are gonna be together too, but in another way. On this case, I'm gonna put the smaller one inside. Why is that? Well, because my measurements here were too big. This spine is too big for only 2 signatures. And I said, well, what if I put this one here? Then the signatures. That way, actually, no, you know what? No. It's gonna make it very chunky. I'm gonna make these two separated. They're gonna be 1 and 1. They're gonna be by itself. Yeah. Not to worry, I have lots of stuff to fill in. And we have a lot of stuff to put in. Not to worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be nice, alright. I sing that song to my kids. Okay, what do you guys think? Is it a good idea to put these two together? Yeah, I think so. So let's do this. Okay, the parts that I'm quiet, I'm gonna fast forward. Okay, you guys know that. That way this video is no 100 hours long, because that will happen to those videos that I got copyright. They were extremely long. I was having a good times when I was making those videos, because I was recording on my own language in Spanish, first of all, and I have the music on the background, so I was having a good times. So YouTube don't like that you have a good times, because they want their money. I thought that I could put any music I wanted, because I'm confused about the copyright. Very confused, extremely confused. Need help, basically. Should I put glue? Yeah, I should put glue, that way this thing lasts longer. Well, let's continue talking. I already told you about how I started doing this. I have 3 kids. I have 2 boys and a girl. The older one is 25 years old. And I have a daughter. She's 20. And I have a teenager that is 16. We live with my mom. She's 70 something. Doesn't look like 70 at all. I have only one sister. She lives in Mexico. She's single. She's so beautiful. She has her own business. She don't depend on nobody. Anyways, Oh, whoa. See what happens when you don't concentrate? First of all, this piece of fabric was gonna be for to put them together. The both jongjongos. And I went all the way. Me concentration went sideways. Not to worry, because everything has a little fix. Put glue before.
You might want to take this from me.
Okay, now we put glue before. Okay. I went too far. Woo. Okay. Oh, sometimes I get some cramps that are, I have to stop because it's painful. Depending on what I'm doing. And if I do certain movements. That's good. Let it dry. Let's let it dry a little. Okay, while that one dries, we work on this one. And we come back to do the ephemera and all the decorations. For this, okay, let's start with the middle one. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna put this one individual. Well, they need to be together because how I'm gonna put them in here. Let's see. they're stuck to each other. Alright. Just one to cover this pink heart. What was I talking about? I've been living in this country more than the year that I live in my own country. When I moved here, my older son was a baby. And I moved here and I never went back. And I love it here, I like it. I miss my country, of course I do. But I like it here a lot. I don't think I can move back there. Because I don't know nothing about, not anything. I'm so used to being here. When my older son was 12 years old, he had an accident and lost his left eye, and he only has one eye. And it has been very hard for him, but for the family, of course. But he has shown me that he has an angel following him, because that boy has been in so many accidents, and he always usually gets scotch-free, like nothing happened to him. And I keep telling him, there's a purpose for you to be in this earth, because God sent you for something. We don't know yet what it is for. Oh, it's okay. But there's a reason for you to be here, because, oh my goodness, He saves you every time. Some of the hearts shorter than other ones already look like that. But it's because the pages were shorter too. It's very, not very much. I couldn't find tutorials about junk journals. There's usually only flip-throughs and this and that. So I'm not calling mine a tutorial because I'm not teaching you guys anything new. And besides, I'm not doing step by step, basically like in the tutorial. But I'm showing you step by step from beginning to end what I'm doing. So it could be a tutorial basically. Okay. Yeah, for this one, I think I'm gonna do the elastic. What was I talking? So I'll talk about my son, my elder son, who's a videographer. By the way, he has a YouTube channel. I'll post a link below, where he shows his videos, his music videos that he records from other people that hire him. The last one he posts, the one that was singing, is my cousin. So I'm very proud of both of them boys. My daughter, oh my goodness, I cannot stop talking about her. She's my pride and joy. Don't tell my other two boys, okay? I'm proud of all my kids. Okay? I love them, all of them the same. I don't have a favorite, even though my mom said that my younger one is my favorite. But that's The story is coming and you guys will understand why she says that. Okay? My daughter, oh my god, my daughter's... oh, it makes my heart so big every time I talk about my daughters. She is working 2 jobs. She's going to college because she's gonna be one of those homicide detectives. You know how proud I am of my daughters? I'm big, my heart is huge when I think about her. And she's been in the same relationship since, I don't know, forever. Like, her boyfriend, oh my god, he's a sweetheart. Treats her like, he never treats her badly like other boys that I see lately. Like, no. They're a very nice couple. And I cannot wait for her to be a detective. I know she needs to be a policewoman, and I know a lot of people don't like police, but she's gonna be one of the good police. So, and she needs to go through all the steps to go up, right? And she's not afraid of anything. So not to worry. See what happened in the other one? I almost skipped the part where I put through the cover, because I always forget the covers. You know I'm talking. So now that I know that, I can now have music on the background. And I'm not good at talking. I think I'm gonna do voiceovers. I'm not good at talking at the same time that I'm working, basically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do voiceovers, videos. But I also don't like to be like, I don't know, like telling you guys, I'm doing this. I'm pouring this right now through this hole, and then I'm doing this. No, like you guys are seeing what I'm doing, right? That's rude. That's rude, right? Okay. Don't say nobody. Don't tell nobody. This got very loose. I'm gonna have to do it again. It doesn't have to be too tight, but it doesn't have to be too loose either. You know what I mean? Because if it is too tight, then you break the pages, and you want to take them out. But if it's too loose, they're gonna come out, and it's gonna look wobbly. Oops, where are you going? You know what? I'm just gonna keep doing videos with music on the background. What I can do is I can fast forward it so that way you guys, I don't get the copyrights. Yeah, I can do that. Because for real, it's like the music or anything noise-wise on the background helps me a lot. I don't know, I'm used to the noise. When I don't have noise, I feel weird. Okay, there you go. Oh, this wash is coming off. Did I put glue on this? Yeah, but I didn't put glue on the bottom, so I'm gonna cut this part. Oops, sorry. Wait. It's annoying me. I want to find better scissors than the ones I have, because I have so many different ones, but I cannot find one that doesn't hurt me when I'm doing the fussy cuts. I swear I have so many different ones, but they all hurt. These are the one that hurts the less, but it's heavy. So if you guys know a good pair of scissors that are good for arthritis, pain, carpal tunnel, or anything like that, let me know, please. Thank you. Alright, this is another 2 signatures with the elastic. I don't know if I'm gonna leave the elastic here. Should I leave it here or no? Yeah, I may hang something from it. So. What was that? My mom dropped something. Alright, let's do the other 2 signatures. So the day that I'm making this is very early on. Very early. I'm making this in November 2025. Why? I skipped Christmas. Why did I skip Christmas? I don't know. I wasn't feeling very Christmassy. So I skip and I start making this. But now I'm all over the Christmas spirit now. And now I have my coming video is gonna be for Christmas. Well, I already have a couple of videos that I record. One that I recorded last year that I never post, and another one that I finished last month because I got a advent boxes from Cora Crea Design. So I made something from it, like an advent calendar, advent journal box, ephemera holder, something like that. That video I'm already done with that one. So that's why I wasn't feeling the Christmas, because I was already done with that video last month. Right? But now I'm back with the Christmas spirit all over. I'm gonna make a Coca-Cola Christmas junk journal. And it's gonna be a huge journal. It's gonna be, I think it's 12 by 11 or something like that. I never make such a big journals. But the other day I started making, see, I'm working on 3 junk journals right now. I'm working on this one.
Do this interview.
Right.
Did so because he wanted his daughter's story told in the most.
I'm working on the Christmas, and I'm working on another one that is extra large junk journal. It's the biggest junk journal I ever made. I'm gonna put another one of this. Why not? Yeah, let's put another one. Yeah. So what do you guys think? I'm making huge junk journals lately. That one is 12 by 11, and I think this one's gonna be 11 by, what was 10 by 10, I think. It's still huge. It's gonna be Coca-Cola with Santa. The old Santa, you know, the one that we all like. Yeah, that one. So I cannot wait because I'm gonna use a 100-year-old book that I did something to the pages last year, trying to make them more strong because they were falling apart. It's a 100-year-old book, come on. So they were falling into little pieces. So I said, no, I gotta do something before this completely disappears on me. So I did something that I don't know if it's good or bad. But I covered them up with napkins. Yeah, I know. It wasn't pretty. It did end up not looking very good like I thought it would be. But I saved the pages. They still there. They haven't disappeared. You cannot read everything that says there, but you can still see the pictures. So yeah. And I couldn't find the cover of that 100-year-old book because I have it in another box. So that cover I'm gonna use it next year for another Christmas journal. So this year I'm gonna use the pages, and next year I'm gonna use the cover. And on this Christmas journal I'm gonna use a 3D pop-up book. It's gonna be the cover. So I'm gonna use the pages from that book inside. I'm also using another very old Christmas recipe book. And I'm using some of the pages. See what I did here? Make it stronger. Okay, so now we have 2 signatures here. Okay, let's use the elastic again. About talking about myself on this video because I want to talk about my heart too. I recently have emergency heart surgery because my heart was very slow, extremely slow. My heartbeats were at almost 30. It means like if you will lower than that, then they have to resuscitate you basically if your heart goes lower than that. So that's what happened to my heart. And when that happened, I thought about a lot of things. I thought about if I want to continue doing this YouTube, and I say, of course I want to continue. It's the only thing that gives me joy. It makes my little heart jump up and down every time I think about doing the project. You know what I mean? Every time I watch a YouTube video of this beautiful lady that has so many inspiration, like I cannot stop doing this. I can't. So I have to share with the world. That's what I thought. So I want to share with you my experience that I have during this very traumatic heart surgery. Basically, it all started like this. The surgeon, the cardiologist that was on the emergency department in charge, say that he couldn't do the surgery for I don't know what reason. But later we talked about it and we thought he's old and maybe he doesn't do more surgeries, you know. So he say, I'm gonna transfer you to my colleague. He's the best. He's gonna do the surgery for me. You're gonna love it. This and that. You're gonna have a new heart, and it's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be great afterwards, right? So perfect. Well, nobody. Usually when you're gonna have surgery, because I haven't had so many surgeries before that I know this for sure. You always have to talk to the anesthesiologist because you need to talk about, I don't know, how was your last surgery? How did you tolerate the anesthesia? All that stuff, right? I never talked to any anesthesiologist, nobody like that. That was weird. So I said, well, maybe this is a different surgery, right? It's because it's an emergency. Maybe that's why. So before the surgery, the surgeon said that he was gonna have me awake for part of the surgery because he wanted to ask me some questions during the surgery. And I say, okay, but you're not gonna feel anything. I'm just gonna ask you some questions, but you're not gonna feel anything. I said, okay, perfect. Thank you for letting me know in advance, right? Well, that didn't happen. At the beginning and at the end of the surgery, I felt everything, which means that I felt the knife going. See what happened right now? I'm getting all worked out. I'm getting angry. I'm going through all the stages right now. I was at the beginning when I have to talk about this. Every time I talk about it, I was crying and crying non-stop, right? Right now, when I talk about it, I'm so angry. I want to beat somebody. I want to... Help me get myself together. Yeah, so I felt the knife cutting my skin. I felt the needle sewing my skin back on. During those 2 times, I talked to the nurse next to me and I told her, hey, first of all, at the beginning of it, they put this thing over my face. And I'm like, hey, lady, I'm claustrophobic. This is not good. You covered my face. I'm getting anxious. Please help me. Oh, she was ignoring me like you have no idea. She was just telling me, you're doing good, you're doing great, without acknowledging that I was talking to her. And I'm telling her, lady, and crying and yelling without me moving myself, because I was like, if I move, he's gonna cut and it's gonna be something really bad happen to me. So I couldn't move, but I had to yell and I had to cry. And I was doing that, but nobody was listening to me. And she kept saying, you're doing good. Until a male voice, because when I start yelling and crying, then a male voice says, just close your eyes and stop talking. I thought that was their surgeon, and I still think it was him, but he told me it wasn't him, that it was somebody else. But I don't care who was it. You never told him to stop talking to me like that. You never told me that, okay, no worries, this is gonna be fast, you're not gonna feel anything soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. I promise I won't bite if you come back, okay? And stay tuned for part 2 and 3 if you want to see more of these beautiful heart junk journals. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I promise I won't bite if you come back, okay? And stay tuned